What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the corner. Big update around the Best Buy controversy, including their CEO now scrubbing their social media and heading into hiding after receiving massive backlash from an expose done by OMG, O'Keefe Media Group, yesterday, as well as some new interesting fallout. We talked about interesting discriminatory policies. There are things like, affirmative action, for example, that, prioritizes hiring over the skin color, hiring by skin color. A policy that to any like regular, normal brained person seems insane. We actually saw a Supreme Court ruling on that earlier this year. In fact, in a 6-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said that major universities like Harvard and others were no longer allowed to elevate applicants based on their skin color. What they were essentially doing was artificially increasing their SAT or ACT admission scores by the color of their skin to quote unquote even the playing field. What they were really doing was accepting underqualified applicants, which when you talk about something being a private business, certainly they can accept whatever students they want, I would imagine. But the practice of actively discriminating against white students, and in particular Asian students, which is really the only reason anyone cared. The only reason that this actually got overturned is because the Asian community was championing, the cause that this was insane. Now we're finding it in corporate America, and people have had enough. I want to thank everyone that checked out my bundle sale yesterday at coffeebrandcoffee.com. It's my company, of course, right here in the United States. We've got a few bundles left. They're selling out fast. So if you were considering it, we've got coffee bundles, tea bundles. I just added a brand new tea bundle with 3 new flavors. We've got cake cups. But the big deal, the big discount is on the candy and nuts. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be a great sampler for you. And if you don't like coffee, tea, or cocoa, you'll love it. You'll want to have it around when people come out or for you to munch on. Plus, it's a great way to test out our products. So link in the description, no promo code required. I'd love for you to check us out. Now, yesterday we talked about, James O'Keefe revealing that Best Buy had this management training program that explicitly forbade white applicants from applying. And I've spoken to several Best Buy employees since then. And well, I can honestly say I worked at Best Buy for a long time. And everyone that worked there was pretty diverse, and or the staff was pretty diverse, men, women, people of different backgrounds, ethnicities, things of that nature. Nobody was really worried about each other's skin color. We were worried about reaching our stupid extended warranty goals or our sales goals or ridiculous hours or insane customers. We never really cared about each other's skin color because we had the common enemy of working for the man. Well, now there's this article that came out in the Washington Examiner that says a memo from retail giant Best Buy was revealed on Tuesday, highlighting the company's professional development program for employees who identify as Black, Latino, Hispanic, Asian, or Pacific Islander. Now, of course, that's just a longer way of saying non-white. Everyone who wasn't white could apply. It's wild that just, changing that up a little bit, let that go under the radar for so long. Well, the great news is there is another whistleblower set to come out today. Hopefully that information will come out, and I'll be able to cover that later in a different video or maybe on my live stream. By the way, I'm live over on Rumble right now, so there'll be a link in the pinned comment down below if you want to join me. The program was not open to white applicants, investigative journalist James O'Keefe said. The program has started in 2022, but O'Keefe's viral post Tuesday spurred social media users to call for boycotting Best Buy the way other boycotters had treated Bud Light. Now, this is why this one is going to be so easy. It's because there's a million other places that you can get the things that Best Buy sells. There's no rightful reason for Best Buy really to exist. It doesn't. You can get everything that they sell online. I feel bad for the people that work there, but in my experience, every time I walk in, it seemed like the employees were actively turning their backs and running the other way, grabbing their ear like they got a call. That's a tactic I used to employ when I worked at Office Max way back in the day. Oh, what? sorry, and run away from customers and go take a nap behind the paper wall. But of course, we already talked about everything that was in the application. Essentially, it was a longly worded way of saying, white people not allowed to apply. Now, people saying it's time to Bud Light Best Buy, one woman said on social media. The memo laid out opportunities for employees to accelerate their place in management in the company if they meet certain qualifications. Well, the only qualifications were essentially that you worked there for a year and that you weren't white. That's it. And now you see, interestingly enough, social media torched the Best Buy memo with calls for boycotts. Let me introduce you to Micro Center and Amazon. I feel bad saying it because it'll affect good people and good employees, but Best Buy needs to burn and close when social media said, hey, Best Buy, I'm currently not in your demographic. Apparently, I'm not in your demographic. I'm canceling my credit card and won't be shopping with you again. Oh, I'm a nerd, computer servers, gamers, and platforms. Grandparents who gift games and platforms to kids. Let me introduce you to Micro Center and Amazon. I feel bad saying it. I do too. It's not like the employees, the employees that work there didn't come up with this. You know who backed this? Their CEO, who has a very interesting background, my friends. Here, I want to introduce you to the CEO. You just knew it was a white woman. You just knew it was. Here's the CEO of Corey Berry, whose current salary is somewhere around $15 million a year. Looks like it wasn't that long ago in which the CEO, Corey Berry, faced claims of an inappropriate relationship with a subordinate. What a coincidence! The allegations were sent to the board of Best Buy in an anonymous letter on December 7th. The letter claims Berry had a romantic relationship for years with former Best Buy SVP President Carl Sanft before she took over as CEO last June. Best Buy, based in Richfield, Minnesota, said it hired an outside law firm to investigate these claims. In a statement from Corey Berry, says, the board has my full cooperation and support as it undertakes the review, and I look forward to its resolution in the near term. Translation, at least my translation is, I'm guilty, but I know they're not going to fire me because I'm a woman. If it was a man, it would have been different. It's just the truth. I know I have a lot of female viewers. I don't mean that to be offensive to you, but I think that you can see the forest from the trees. If it was a man sleeping with a female subordinate, they would have been fired immediately. Of course, they take these, they didn't comment on it. What's also interesting is James O'Keefe, our Libs of TikTok, posted this. Follower sent me this picture from a Best Buy in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Does Best Buy think being trans is part of a military force? Is being gay as brave as serving in the military? They have right here an American flag, an Army, Navy, Marines, the U.S. I'm not quite sure I recognize all that. I think that's Space Force. All these, and then the Pride flag. Like, what a bizarre thing. And of course, here you have inescapable and obnoxious. Why is this hanging up in my local Best Buy? It isn't even a major city, California. This is small town Texas. Further, I haven't seen an American flag hanging up anywhere in the store. They have flags for she, her, he, him, they, were pronouns. They have the new Pride flag. He said, I have my purchase in hand, put it back and left. So tired of this. I mean, update can personally confirm they took the rainbow and they them flag down, thanks to current revolt for doing a write-up and putting some pressure on Best Buy. So it's like, they do this stuff because we allow it. Because Americans have been, until recently, too dang passive. Best Buy is a company that doesn't need your money, unfortunately. It's going to affect some of their employees. But, hey, if there's a Best Buy employee near me in Wisconsin, that means if you work in the southeastern Wisconsin area, Best Buy, I could always use a good tech person and someone to do some set design and cable running for me. I can at least take one of you on. It's wild to me that, this is just, and this is back from 2022. This is not new for Best Buy. This is not new at all, except now, shame. Why did this Best Buy CEO, Corey Berry, take her Twitter account private? Was it because of O'Keefe Media exposed Best Buy management's training program had excluded white people from applying with candidates must reach racial requirements on the form? And then just, hours ago, James O'Keefe said, another whistleblower. Stay tuned for our shocking interview with a Best Buy insider. Now, this is very common of these super huge global corporations. You see Alpha News finally reporting on it. Best Buy offers leadership programs for non-white employees only. It's so weird. You know, I had a viewer email me yesterday and say, like, bro, this isn't racist. They're just trying to give opportunities for people who haven't been traditionally offered them. But, you know, I would counter that by saying, actually, you have a situation where you should just let everybody who, you know, if eligibility has anything to do with the skin color that you have, it is in fact racist. It should only have to do with your skills and the things that you know, can bring to the company, the things that you can add to the company. And it's so wild. By the way, thank you, James O'Keefe, for sharing my video. You know, is Best Buy a racist company by the looks of their management program? The answer is an overwhelming yes. Comparing, you know, it's interesting to me. You know, you see here, we've partnered with McKinsey Company. They've been doing this stuff for years. And a lot of people on the left are like, oh, this is dumb. This has been going on for a year. What are you mad about? Dude, it doesn't matter if it's been going on for a year or 10 years. It doesn't mean it's okay. It's wild to me, but it's like, if you look at a lot of the corporate culture and the corporate demographics of who run a lot of these companies, it's obvious they've been skewing. Just look at the university enrollment, how it skews to female now so heavily. This is all by design, and it's so wild to me that that people would excuse it. I, for one, really look forward to the second part of this when we have another Best Buy whistleblower. I hope if you haven't yet, you'll click that subscribe button down below so you'll actually get notified the second it goes live, because we're going to cover that immediately. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you again real soon.